yesterday was a very and this coffee is a need. It's must need. Yeah. Right. So imagine I'm not on skateboarding today. Find paintbrushes. Perfect. And I'm gonna try and add a little bit of glow in the dark paint to the board I already have. I'm unsure about it, but I'm probably gonna do it. Oh, I feel a bit rough this morning, I'm not gonna lie. I feel ill, man, which isn't good. It's never a good thing. Not at the moment, anyway. Not. Shh. Right. Anyway, so bear with. Let me get. Fucking dick. I actually washed the cup up. I did. Is this it? Nope. Nope. Odd. So yeah, in the paintball today, gonna very critical to the t-shirt a bit as well. I'm not sure. What is that? That's disgusting. Keep yourself. Like, where the fuck is it gone, man? I don't know. I was here to most of my cut. Oh, I found a lid. That's a bonus. I mean, we've been looking for that lid for like 2 days now. So there you go. Maybe a little longer. I've been looking for it a bit longer than that. But I mean, so yeah. So I'm down very late. Yesterday we painted the corridor, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm good. I'm alright. I'm just tired. I think it's because I'm not even tall, man. I'm like 5'11", right? I'm like half an inch or whatever the fuck it is off the 6 foot. I'm not tall, I'm not short, I'm just somewhere nicely in the middle. Right? But as I say, painting up high, even with the fins, I think because I was cutting in the corners of the ceiling and the walls and being the painter and the artist, I am an artist. It's like that is technically what I get paid for, I guess. I didn't think of it like that, but so I'll show you. I made a new type of eggshell paint colour, but it needs drying a little bit more. But it's this nice grey. I didn't cut in the best. I'm not gonna lie. Don't judge my cutting in. It needs. It's because the brush I had was shit. It was just pushing it onto the roof. So I ended up just giving up again. I've got white paint. I'll go over and do a touch up on it. But I kind of like it. It feels like more like it's giving you a hug. Do you know what I mean? Like it was bright before. It's like you're in a hospital room or something. And now it's like quite cozy. You British or something? Yeah, bro. How could you tell? There's a gloomy weather outside. No, I'm joking. My accent. How blunt I seem. And, people always say I don't know what it is. British people have deeper voice, and I do think we do have a bit of a deeper voice from what I've seen. It's weird, isn't it? I don't know why that would make a difference. I think it's just where you speak from. You know what I mean? So if I was speaking Australian, if you did like this, like Perth, and they speak more from the mouth. I think, but then when you speak more British, because I did live in Australia for like 4 months. So I lived out there for 4 months. Came back, went out there again, and made some time. But I'm going to be travelling again with the business. That's the plan. Also today I'm going to be painting the board glow in the dark. Quite excited about this one. No, I'm not trying this. Oh, I'm so tired. It's like the most awkward flipping thing to paint. It's not like a case where it's just constant. Like normally, if there's a straight wall, I can just cut it. But where it is, I have to keep moving the store, and that's not done. It was just all day, and we didn't have any sugar soap, so that wasn't great either. It's okay, man. Right, Have you been to No, man. I'd love to go to California. Sort of. Yeah, but my tooth's okay, thank you. I'm not drinking caramel anymore, that's for sure. Fuck it up. It's more disturbing. Like, should it have hurt more, or is it just already completely broke? It literally broke like I don't know, rock. You know, like the sweet you buy, which is kind of disgusting. I think about it, which I never understood. British dental healthcare is like, you know, well, we might as well still have. Okay, this is a joke. We might as well still have scurvy, right? I feel like I say that and people are like, oh, cringe out, but it's kind of true. Especially the homeless population. Damn. Smoking with pipes, bro. And not brushing your teeth once. That's a horrible thought. But I'll be honest with you, man. I know California is just like a massive, like the districts, right? You go over LA, it's like, but not actually be landed anywhere. You kind of just fly over, to be honest with you. When you're going to like anywhere, but well, I was gonna say you're going to New York is probably the easiest, closest flight, and that's still, I think, maybe 5-6 hours, and then to the middle is about 8 hours, and then probably to the other side is probably about 10 to 14 hours, I would say. So there's a lot of flying, but Australia just, I'm not shitting on Australia here, but you could probably go to Europe and see the same things, similar things. Not kangaroo, fair enough, and all these things. And not travel like 18 to 24 hours. It's a 24-hour flight from the UK. What the fuck? Who's doing that? Well, me. Yeah, 3 movies. You watch all of them like 6 times. That is disgusting. Don't even. What date is it? You dickhead. You actual dick. I was just at the shop. I could have got some milk. What's going on here? Wait, how are you feeling? Vitamin D deficiency. Could be. I mean, that's the sun, isn't it? That sounds dumb. Yeah. I do go, well, to be fair, for last year I've been working my ass off, so probably not really been going out in the sun all that much. I mean, this is how quick I tan, right? I don't know if you can see the difference. I do tan right now. I've been in the sun for a matter of 3 days. I go like olive. I don't know if that's my genetics, but it's so depressing. You see that and I'm like, oh, I just want to tan so badly. And the fact I can't, because it literally took me a matter of days. I'm that busy at the moment. As soon as the summer comes in. Yeah, I'm totally a beggar, bro. If anything, people would be begging me to have got my products earlier and shit, not the other way around. People are like, bro, when are you releasing this? When are you dropping out? I'm like, oh, I don't know, yeah, kind of busy. It's my hobby at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really give a shit. I do care, but I think that's what makes it the best thing. Is I'm not in it for money, which annoys other people because they're like, bro, you could make a lot. I was going to show you. Look, watch this. This is a price tag. I'm not going to make this, but bear in mind, I am the first company in the UK to put my own graphics onto fingerboards and skateboards. So this is top businesses right here. Ready? This blew my fucking mind. This did. I'm not saying this how much I'll earn, but look how much I can annually earn, bro. What is that? What on earth? And I have beanies, jumpers, tops, skateboards, and fingerboards. I'm definitely better to do charity work for one. And for two, I mean, even if I got like 500,000, bro, a year, that's like, I mean, I'm buying a villa somewhere, that's for sure. So I can work somewhere else. I'll be honest, I need nicer sun weather. If I'm going to build this sun weather, that's proper English. I need proper weather, good weather. If I'm going to be skating properly, it's just so visual here. Like the weather, I honestly feel like it would take like 10 years off your life in the UK. What's life expectancy over here? Because I'm going to be healthier in this country, and I'm going to have like less fluoride and less whatever, and still. Like, Oh no, it's coffee. Let's just get it down. Vitamin D though, it'd be interesting to know what it may be. All I can say is brush your teeth. Don't stay in school. Don't do stuff. Other stuff. I have to be careful in life, what I say, really. So today I am thinking about painting that board a little bit more, and it's going to be by hand, so I'll probably do it on a live. Oh, it's that jelly this morning has really messed my throat up. Right. So yeah, painting that board, but with a glow in the dark white paint. So it's like a white, but it glows green. I don't know why. I just think that'd be pretty cool. I'm a bit obsessed with glow in the dark. I'm like a child when it comes to glow in the dark stuff. I really am. Like, why not? If you can have it glow in the dark, why not? Why not have it glow in the dark? I mean, if it doesn't cost too much more, it is. But the thing is, I've got to figure out where I put this shit. That could have gone anywhere. I'll come back to that in a second. Oh, there it is. Don't get stressed and you'll find things. Because I mean, seriously, I do this. I don't know if anyone else goes this, but I lose my fucking rag when I can't find something. I will literally be like, I just burst through a wall, man, generally. Anger issues on another level. Right. To white. Wait, is this all light coloured backgrounds? That'd be quite cool then, I guess. Yeah, it's a good idea to be fair. For sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Good wise. I mean, seriously, not even just look at yourself. Sometimes taking a breather. So I think sometimes your brain starts, my mind does anyway, it starts screaming almost at me. It gets very loud, very hectic. And I probably look at the thing about 20 different times. And then I just look over it and I'm like, oh, I can't find it. And then my partner just go, I'm like, oh yeah, oops. And then you feel like a bit of an idiot because you just got really, really angry for like no reason whatsoever. Right, let me take. I've got a swing board in my room. While we were painting the corridor. It's a good thing about having no garden. This is also what I mean, right? I'm going to shock people where this is going to be out my fucking head. There's a wall there. I walked straight into it. Oh, my face. It got wedged at the door and I walked straight into it. Right. Anyway. What was I going to say, man? This picture I want to move anywhere because the housing here is, people don't even realise. I showed my partner's family and like, just even my family, I showed so many people. I was like, look, you understand? A house in Alicante, I'm not going to move to Alicante, this is just an example. A house in Alicante for $500,000 nearly. That's a lot, cool, but if I run my business, it could be looking good, right? $500,000 for a 4-bedroom house with a swimming pool, a private driveway, absolutely gorgeous. In the UK, $500,000 barely just get me like a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom in a nice area. If I wanted to live in London and buy a house, you're looking at probably like 6 million plus. That I'm not even joking. It's for a 1-bedroom house. If you wanted like a proper fancy ass thing, you would be looking at over 10, over 15. London is just ridiculously expensive anyway. People know that who've come to London. But it's not even just London. It's just saying you've got London's the epicenter of the economy of the UK, right? And when you're out of it, it's like the rest of the UK is forgotten about. Really, it's kind of sad. It's nice, but I want to move like literally to like the middle of fucking nowhere. So where you go 100 miles is your nearest neighbour that way, 100 miles is your nearest neighbour that way. That sounds like the ideal life. I mean, people might not agree, but well, being close to somewhere at least, but not like too close. Yeah, we ain't gonna think of all right now. One, it's too early. I've realised yesterday, after painting and doing a load of other things, my hand warmed up anyway without having to think of all. So I mean, I was so good last night. A clip I posted last night was last night's clip, and I was like, I hadn't even had a warm up. I've been painting all day, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm going about this wrong. I need to warm my hand up first. Okay, do you know what? That's actually super. Why is that nice? I don't need milk anymore. That's actually really good. Fuck. I've never had a coffee like that. It's actually really good. I have had a black coffee, but I've never enjoyed them. Because obviously I'm trying to I want to cut sugar out, and I'd like to cut dairy, and there's no sugar or anything. It's just it's really good. Sometimes I'll be honest, I don't like sweet stuff. I like a beer. I like beer stuff. It feels a little bit like growing up. If you're a guy and you like the sweet drinks, like a buzzball, I don't know, they don't exist then, but you know what I mean. People will mock you, and then it's like trying to drink a Guinness or a lager or something, or just something that's got a bit of and then you end up growing a taste to it, and that actually is quite nice. Like it is a guilty pleasure. I do really like a beer or a lager. I don't drink anymore, so that's why. Because one beer turns into 10, then it turns into me on the floor, not knowing who I am. I mean, I'll be honest with you, British culture as well. They'd be drinking. Yeah, facts. Not going to. It's just going to get worse and worse. Unfortunately, that's what, as I say, I'm going to try and do charity work for people. So people don't realise the economy would grow the less people you had relying on a system. Now, how that would work is someone each bringing in their own thing. Now, a lot of people in this country don't realise I was homeless, but a lot of people just think, oh, you're going to be a bum. That's it. Like, they don't want to do anything with their life. But it's very, very wrong. I mean, some people don't. You're right. But some people maybe use something to get through the cold, get through something like, because they're hungry, so it stops the hunger. You want to shower if you're a human being. You want to feel clean. You can't. So what do? Nothing. You can't do anything. But if there was like, and there are charities, but you go to and you maybe get a night or something. But I think somebody needs to invest in a bit of land where they would build like one night, like they're like little huts almost, and they'd have like, well, fresh running water and all this shit. And people go, oh, someone can do that. I'm like, bro, if I work my ass off and get to a point where I have an annual income, I'm not saying I am gonna have this, but if I have half of this, even a quarter of this, I'm the first company in the UK to put my own graphics on fingerboards and skateboards. I've already been in contact with Heron Skateboards, which is like the most. They're in America now, so that's what I've got high hopes about. Yeah, it's just mind blowing. But people need to do good, and people could do good with this sort of money. I'm not saying I'm going to have this, but even like 2 million, even a million, even a half a million every year, just off of fingerboards, skateboards. We could help so much, man. And then hopefully it'll show other people. Because I mean, what the fuck? My partner said to me, "Will it be fixed then?" I was like, "Yeah, but they don't do it. They just sort their own lives out. They move on." And there's like every single person, clearly, is so evil. That's a weird one. But what's up, bro? Mint sauce and gravy and chicken. To be actually, no, that is quite nice. To be fair, I do like mint. Yeah, mint sauce is good. Gravy's good. Chicken's good. It's all good. Oh man. Obviously, everyone's turning to worry, guys. It's the UK. Whatever the fuck it is, safe. Oh, I need to check actually. It has a limit. It might be in the EU only. I might not be able to ship this to the States. I'm serious. You have to do things that you can't. If I do, you get put on like you can't. Some of your products can't get shipped. If that happens one too many times, where it's not a mistake. Because people, yeah, honestly, people I think are realizing they've had enough years on the phone. There's nothing wrong with sitting on your phone, right? I sit on there and watch a podcast for hours, but then like there'll be, I kind of do it in waves. Like I'm gonna be skating again, coming into the summer for sure. I mean, literally the other day I was listening, was it Jack the Ripper or something like that? I think it was Jack the Ripper. I can't remember. It's two English lads, Josh and Joe. I can't remember. But it's like an hour and a half podcast. And then I went on to another one called it's like is it Simon? He's got glasses. He has like 10 different YouTube channels, and he does podcasts like true crime. Also, I find true crime. I find it funny because with my diagnosis and then having my disorders, people like that's a bit weird to like true crime. But I think like you look at anybody, you know, realistically. So I make skateboards and fingerboards and shit like that. Show me what those fingers do. Not much of this time, my guy. They're so stiff, arthritic. Old man, I am. I'm serious. I'm not even old. Aging. I can't believe that in my head. I'm like, wow. Right, not to anybody else. Also, put your fingers in your ears if you're already older than I am, which is 25, or you're in your 40s, or shit's getting painful. Okay. Obviously, I have injuries anyway. But I was sitting there thinking, wow, 25. I was like, damn, 5 years goes so quick, and it's only going to get quicker because a fraction of your life. The more you experience of your life, the quicker it actually gets because it's a smaller chunk. I heard this thing again. I was like, that actually makes sense. Like the bit you've experienced, it gets longer, so your perception of it gets is because you need to experience more. I don't really fully understand. I can't explain it right. No, I've got that wrong. Oh well, ignore what I'm saying. But yeah, so your brain, it's fucking weird, isn't it? Really, this kind of shit. But these things get a little bit more comfortable. I think that's why things are like drag on right at the beginning, at least. But the shit. Oh yeah, 5 years goes so quick. Believe me, I know this now already. And then that's why you got to make most of it because 5 years goes so quick. So I'm 30. I'm realistically like let's just say 60 is like a good for someone who smoke. That's like literally half my age. And that's not to put like a downer on it or a negative because I think people need to view it as like you could be gone tomorrow. You know, could get a virus, could get an illness. Does that mean you should? You know what I mean? Just go for it. You know? Just play with toys. Have a good time. For real. Just 1 second, I forgot to do something. Oh, that's it. I'm getting old. Yeah, no, I'm just. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Not much. Wait, who's that? You trying to say Tony Hawk? Is that actually like? Is that a person? Because I feel like that rings a bell. Like not actually Tony Hawk, but like what you're saying. Maybe you are, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't know if that's because I'm trying to think of a name for Tony Hawk. So it's like a fake. I was going to call him Phony Pork. I don't know why it's this shit. It's going to be like a sausage on a board. So, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to skating, I am really out of the picture for a while. Like, oh, there's the guys called the Dern Bros. Yeah, people watch them. Holy shit. The Hollywood 16, which I would love to skate, right? I really want to skate Hollywood 16. Like, that's an utter dream of mine. That's why I'm like, I just wanted to go to school in America just for a week. I'll go there and then I'm good. We're good. Not even like the jealousy of that skate spot. And the fact that like the Dern Bros were just casually like you done like a feeble right. You got Hollywood 16. It was the 16 as well, the side I believe. Bro comes down. He does a 50-50 to feeble, and then he does he do a 50-50 to tail, or does he goes into a nose block? I'm like, bro, the angle and the steepness of that. That's funny. See, that's annoying because that's already been made. I would love to come up with something like that. That's what I've been trying. That's what I've been trying to do, like brainstorm ideas. But it's really not easy to be honest. Any sort of idea. I think my brain goes for like hundreds of men and it ends up like thinking it's been done. That's why I thought Phony Pork. I know I've already said it, so I'm probably going to take it, but I don't really care because, as I said, my brain's like 100 ideas at once. Safety camp. But I like that because it's the irony of like skates and not really safe at all. I love when people are like, bro, you should have worn protective gear, and I'm like, oh yeah, around my spine. that really does so much for your back. Like there's so much you can wear. Like you could probably wear a brace. There is, but I wouldn't be able to bend. It would, I wouldn't be able to like twist like you need to move on the board. You need to be able to move your abdomen, be able to tuck your legs up and your knees up to your chest. You need to be able to jump like, well, not 15 foot into the air, but out, and then you're over a yap, and you need to be able to tuck and roll and take slams. It's quite scatty and quite fast. There's nothing about it's really safe at that level anyway. I really want to get it back though. There's a Eurogap near me. It's a small one, so I can work up with it, and it's from one car park to another, and this car park's slightly higher than the other one. But the annoying part about it is the curb on this side is like 2 curbs. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why is it fucking 2 curbs? I have to ollie 2 curbs. Kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna have to bone it out properly and then probably angle this shit down because the way I land, there's like, it's not a really clean spot to land either. And I'm like, I'm just gonna fly out. I know I am. But summer comes in, I'm doing it. I'm not letting my fear get the better of me this year when it comes to skating. I got my confidence back, and I had such bad anxiety 2 years ago. 3 years ago, with the business, I was sat there quietly like a mouse trying to do what I was doing, but obviously it doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. You've got to share it with the people. But now I'm like, I'm just going to use that like confidence again, get back. I've been on the board anyway, and I do send stuff, but I don't care. When I fall over, it never hurts anymore because I know how to fall still. My body just does that thing where it tucks its head the right way and it just misses it, even without me realizing what I'm doing. So I'll clearly still have that, like that's the muscle memory that's still there partly. I always say to people, learn how to fall. Because I tell you what, the shit I used to do, if I didn't learn how to fall first, I probably wouldn't be walking. Because I did slip a disc my spine. That was like, that one was unavoidable. I came out of a blunt, out of one side, going down a double kink handrail, as I like to call it. But you got, technically, it's more than one kink, isn't it? You got the first bit that you go along parallel with stairs down. That's one kink. And when it goes down, you have another flat bit and then stairs. There's a kink on there and there's another kink. But you never do that first kink. You never ollie up onto the rail. So you do ollie over the stairs. But the reason I like that one is I had the flat bit, which was only like from me to the doorway, right? Was just enough to slow it down a little bit. So my mate done a nose blunt. What was it? It was an overcrooked into a blunt, I think, which was quite impressive. It didn't land at the end, though. It didn't stick at the end. You can't do that. But you know what it's like when a skate gets right to the end of their trick and they roll out, and then they're like, wow, and you're screaming at your board. I wanted to get that tattooed on me. It's a way I'd say fuck. It's like with the FH. I don't know how to spell it now. It's true. So that literally sounds like the noise. I was like, fuck. That sound bite. It's so bad. Skating is. What happens is your brain's releasing all this dopamine as you're doing this trick. You land it, you feel it, you keep going, and I can't describe what it does, but it's like this reward system, and it really levels out your reward system in a whole other level. Because think about it, phone is constant dopamine, not a live or not somebody else or a podcast, but video after video after video, different topic. Same person, different topics, different. But like everything completely changing up gets your brain used to continuous change. That sounds. What is that? Horrible box. Oh, I hate that noise. Oh, yeah. Anyway. But what the plan is for the corridor is to draw vines on the wall and then paint those. Like we got green paint, 2 green paints, which would be quite nice. So the coffee tastes, it's getting cold now. Don't taste as good cold. Which is weird because normally when things are cold, you don't take cold water. Never has any smell. Like it's weird. Me waffling on. Or think about it. See, I find things the other day someone's like, I'm joking. I don't actually find it cool. I was like, oh, it actually like hurt my feelings. I'm joking. Didn't do a kickflip. I try to do a kickflip. Oh, today I think I should paint that white. That white. I fucking brain honestly. It's glow in the dark, white to green. Right, I can do that. Ooh. Do you you know what? For not having a warm up, I'm pretty damn impressed. Don't do it too much because it is only 7:50 and I don't piss into it. Yeah, it gets too loud after a while. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? That's the plan. I mean, pull it out without knocking it. Oh. Voila. Right, you guys need to keep, I don't know, whatever the fuck's happening. Because I said, sometimes, since I've had someone called Archer and some more American followers in, I've had more American support, which is the best because no one in the UK, well, people have here have balls and shit, but the fact that someone in America is willing to buy a ball from me is giving me good hope. It's funny, as soon as I said that, I think it's that this is what I mean. You just feel like to know people. You don't have to know people, you have to build connections. But it does help to know people, that is true. The moment I said, oh yeah, I messaged heroin skateboards, and showed the message, but obviously the message is because it's just rude, confidential. Because my partner was like, just screenshot and post it. I was like, I can't. I was like, yeah, like, I know it's different because it's a different mindset, and I understand it because it's like if you got a message from somebody, it's like it's not chatting shit behind their back. It's like, oh cool, but it's not. It doesn't feel professional to me. So I was like, it's good to tell people first, and I've shown people the DMing as such. But that way he said, yeah, I'm sorry about your injuries, bro, and you're doing so good, and stay in your own lane and don't let any, and all this shit. It's brilliant to get DMs, bro, not even just a comment. There was a bit of engagement a year ago on one of my videos, and I thought that would generally be it. Fucking amazing. It's generally unreal. And that, they don't disclose how much they make, but if people know Baker Boys, they literally make Baker Boys. Like, they work with Heron Skateboards. It's like the top company, and I've been in contact with them. I'm like, this is unreal. Like, I can't actually process that shit. Moving on up. Here we are. I'm excited. I'm really excited. There's been a lot of shit. The reason I said it's just been a lot of crap lately because just when you hit like a financial block and then the business block and then a mindset block and then there's just so many things. It's like, oh my days. And then something shifts and then it's like, yes, home stretch or run whatever type of school. Run, no, that's the wrong one as well. Oh fuck off, Josh. My brain will wake up more as I open it. It's still early hours. It's still 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, no. Right, so what was I gonna? iPad. I was going to show you because I didn't mind showing you as I said. I'm going to probably screenshot that part. Oh. Oh, that's sad. I can't really process it. It's quite exciting shit to be honest. Do you know when they say you always feel the same, you never feel older, you never feel like when you've made it, it's like what point have you made it? That's why I think money's a stupid idea. Like, I'm already generally, I know this, I don't mind telling you this because it's genuine true excitement. Yeah, my eyes genuinely water in a way. I don't water like not water, but I get so excited and full of adrenaline and like I don't even know what the fuck dopamine, all those other natural ones, without having to take anything. I'm sober now and I'm generally ecstatic. So I mean, you've got to push yourself and you achieve even the smallest thing compared to and compare yourself to yourself yesterday or the day before. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. Because before, if I compare to other people like me, then I'm never going to get anywhere. Because there are people who already made it in life, and I'm not looking at the steps here, there, and in between. But if you compare yourself to yesterday, you might have if you've had a bad day, then don't do that. Then maybe wait a week. You could have had a bad week, but it fucking works. It really does. It's incredible. The thing is, I always knew it's weird as a kid. So my adopted parents, I used to turn around to them and be like, "Oh, I want to be able to put you in a make sure you're okay when you're older. I'll be able to put you in a nurse home. So you're not putting nurse home. Like I'll look after you. I'll make sure that people are going to do it. Josh, the world's going to get worse, and the economy's going to get worse." And I said, I'm always going. I saw people in the army. I felt like foster carers in the army. They were self-employed, had their own business, like they'd started up, as well as being foster carers at the same time. And that was like really inspiring to me. It's like, holy shit, they're running like 5 jobs, right? And they had kids themselves and everything like that. They're all adults, so it's probably because they calmed down. Life had been hectic anyway, so let's just do something else. They ended up with a farm and alpacas, and it was amazing. And I'm like, I want that shit, but I also saw they've done loads of charity work and they've opened up a school which is non-profit, and it's like a I don't know, I have to ask her if I can say about it. It's like a special needs school essentially, and you have kids that like with autism or whatever they may have, and they have like as I said they've got alpacas on there, and they do like learning, but it's a sort of different. Like, they're actually like an actual school. They've got the licensing. She's like the headmaster. It's incredible. And to be honest, I know it sounds really patronising. She's my foster care, but I'm proud that she's managed to get to that point. Because I remember she was running these jobs, and now she's just got this ultimate thing that she's always wanted to help kids with either mental health. So I've always been inspired by. I was going to work in a psychiatric ward probably 2 years ago now. I have the degrees. I can. But I don't want to lock people up. I physically like putting under lock and key when I've been in that position myself just feels horrible because it's shit. Like they don't. Sometimes you are unaware and it's not your fault that you got mental health because it could be inherited. Yeah, we're well lucky. And what did I inherit? Not millions, I'm afraid. Just a bit of autism. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was funny. Probably not. But yeah, is it no? Inherited? No. Fuck's sake. Bit of autism, I'm afraid. Oh, that's funny as shit. Well, anyway, yeah, so. And I feel like it's kind of annoying. I don't want to be wealthy, but I do want to make generational wealth for my family, like ahead, because if things are just going to get tougher, yeah, I mean, it's good to holy shit. I want to help the society I'm in, or whoever's part of it. So, like, I'd help art communities, I'd help art schools and stuff like that. I mean, people laugh at art. When I was going up there, they never make money from art. You were so damn wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Well, one of my teachers was like, if you don't actually make money from your art, I will come and find you because but the other teachers are like, you're never gonna make it because no one ever does. Why do you think I'm an art teacher? Because you fell flat on your face and didn't bother. Like, no offense. Or you're a nice person and wanted to help other people chase their dreams. It's either way. But as you're miserable about it, I guess you didn't want to do this. If you were like, if you're a person, I love helping people. I've come in on here, not even making sales and helping people with their mindset because I think that's why people who go through shit probably make the best therapists. But I don't want to do therapy where people have to pay for it and people, I mean, shit's expensive. But I don't even have to pay for it in the UK, obviously. But it's not like I don't have to pay for it. There isn't any. There's no psychologist near me. So even if I could pay for it. So I have to be my own psychologist, right? This is just how it is. To be fair, I do get that one. It's, what's it called? Imposter syndrome. Right? I've had it before with the business. I feel like I don't belong where I am. I'm like, wait, what? You feel like you've maybe not done enough to get where you are, or it's a weird one, or you don't feel like you should be part of the community. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Things I can't skate like I used to. People were like, I've seen parts of it and glimpses of my skating, and then I've seen me land a really clean burial kickflip and heel flips and that thing, a burial heel, rail flip, primo stands like this. And then, well, the ball actually does a full pop shove it as well, and a kickflip. Like I don't even know how many. When you do a rail flip, I have no idea what flip it does. It just flips up into your feet, and then I've also do the helicopter flip, which is I done a barletta, which way you drop the board, and it bounces back up. So you run it, you chuck the board down like that, and you go to jump as you chuck it down. It looks weird, and not many people do that. But when you chuck it down, the ball bounces up. The way you chuck it down, like that, didn't do it. Like that, it will bounce up. It goes into your feet. It looks fucking awesome, right? And it looks like when you do it, like you are just gonna jump onto the trucks, like the wheel, because when you are in the air, it quite literally the trucks are kind of facing, like you're already above it at that point, and then it flicks up. There's like the perfect timing moment with it. I have done it before where I've landed on the trucks. It's quite funny. I've just slipped straight out and then landed on the truck on my back. I was like, winded, completely like. That's what I love about skateboarding too, because it does make you laugh. Especially if I really get pissed when I don't get it on footage of me falling off the board. It's so heartbreaking. Because I fell over for nothing. It's like, do you know what I mean? I guess grew up in the days like You've Been Framed. I don't know if people watch You've Been Framed. maybe, but it's a bit like, I don't know, epic fails. It was on our TV, like, the family. It was like, send your family in failing for 250 quid. So everybody's a pandemic of people just trying to record their families falling over, just pushing people. I mean, kind of brutal if you think about it, but I think it's kind of hilarious, really. I don't think of it like that. I wonder how many were actually like accidents, how many people were like, right, just, I mean, pretty brutal. I mean, 250 quid, get down that staircase, like, maybe. Who knows? Sounds like a plan. I'm joking, don't do that. Paint on walls, ceilings. It's when I go and paint this all over the fucking walls we've just done yesterday, and I'm like, ta-da, turn the lights off, and it's like green. I think she'd be pretty mad at me if I done that. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. Hello, so I didn't. Sometimes it says say hi, but then it's when people come on, so there's no point. I end up saying hi, so many even pop up. But when I've realised it's actually a hello. Ignore me. My brain in the morning, honestly. It's still the morning. It's still 8. I'm still allowed this. It's half an hour, technically, alive. I came on 42 minutes ago, but we're going to say half an hour, and I'm still waking up. Slowly but surely. And I've decided, right, probably in the next 2 months to get tattoo gun. And I'm not going to practice on myself, don't worry, because I want it to blow out. But I'm like, how hard can it really be? And I know, like, I know people are going to get mad at me for this one, because people go, oh, people go to school for years, and like, you know what I mean? But like, I have a natural talent for artistic shit. Like, you put me in front of a maths, I don't know, problems, you know, equations or whatever, like algebra. I can't even. I wish I could just say what I want on the street. I just do not like maths. I mean, if it was like, you know, solve this maths equation, or you're not, you control or delete it, you know. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to say, I wouldn't be able to do a maths question and say mine. Like, that's pretty much what I'm saying. No matter how hard I try, it's a guarantee. But when it came to anything like physical and artistic, I will find a way. I'm like, where there's a will, there's a way. If I've seen it in my head, it's gonna happen. And I know it sounds really dumb, but then I'm not like, what's it called? In such a delusional, like grand delusion or whatever you call it, that I feel like I could do anything. Because I don't. I really, really don't think that. But when it comes to artistic stuff, when I think of something, I'm like, well, there's got to be a way. Like if I wanted certain, so when I wanted to burn the Dark Fingerboards, they came out exactly how I envisioned it, like pretty much down to the T. I feel like I should charge them up again like these ones. Oh, they literally look factory made. That's what I can't get over to myself. You know, all I say to people is the work is worth it. Because I have BPD and ADHD, whichever one it is, I end up task copying quite often, right? But when it comes to something like this is my ultimate passion. I started skating when it's like one of the first things I remember, really. The first time I got like let's say a slap on the wrist, because you can't get arrested until you're 10, was I was spray painting with my brothers. Well, they were ish, and I was like probably doing a bit of colouring in essentially. My brother was like, colour this bit. I was like 5. My brothers got arrested and I got taken back and got telling off. But I think it's just that's interesting. I think it's just interesting, isn't it? Like it was also we could say a difficult time. So like normally things with trauma are very difficult to go on with. Like also my dad was skateboarding. That's my birthday, and he's a biggest piece of shit. So to like something that someone likes it, it's weird. But that's what I mean by like there is something on this planet that is for us, regardless of what your connotation, like you know, what we perceive as a like. Fuck, my brain cannot. I know what I'm trying to say, but it can't get the words out. So like, if there's like a link in your brain, like PTSD can have a smell. I had like complex PTSD, so I used to smell something, and that's it. I could see stuff. I'd be triggered, and I'd be, you know, it was horrible. But it's hard. I don't get it anymore. You kind of like level out, I guess. So it's funny when I talk about it, you get uncomfortable. It's not I need to move. It's not my body gets like bursts of energy. And then we're back to the skateboarding topic, and then my brain's calm again. So my point is like it's just it really does have an impact. And PTSD is long lasting. Don't make people weak-willed or anything, because like, it's something I've managed to achieve. Like it's nothing about being weak-willed. It's just if there's anything, I wouldn't perceive it as a weakness. I'd perceive it as a potential danger in somebody because it makes them quite volatile. Facts. Oh, do you know what? I should have had a takeaway. That was a big idea. Big idea? That was a bad idea. Big idea. Ooh. Skateboard on a thing. Fingerboard on a skateboard. People remember the Borrowers, right? The film The Borrowers. This is for the Borrowers. Or were they smaller than that? I feel like they were slightly. This would be quite a big board for the Borrowers, but that is all I'm seeing. I'm like, bro, when I come out at night, they'll be shredding the core. That would be awesome. I feel like I need to do a little CG video of that, right? Maybe like what happens when I go to bed at night. Just elves come out to play, my guy. Like they actually do. The machine elves. Cross between that and a fucking horror. That is a banging movie, bro. No one's ever seen that. It has what's his name in it? The one from Flintstones. Can I remember his name? I want to paint this, but I'm also nervous to paint it. I think. Right, let's get some paper. Let's chuck it down and let's start painting. Show you how good my painting skills are right now. Shit. It's quite funny because I feel like art is also less accepted as a skill in the UK as if you're a guy. I really do. Anyone I've ever told them an artist, I'm like, well, I have a business too, and they're like, oh, right, cool, it's a business, man. I'm like, bro, really? Can I not just Can I not enjoy sat there? Like, I actually like getting paint on me. You know, and that sounds really weird, but I think being covered in paint is a bit like you feel like you're proper in it. You know what I mean? You've got flecks of paint on your flipping eye and your hair. I think I've still got some paint in my head. It's like it. It's just being deep in the art, stuck in it, involved. Otherwise, if you're clean and you're an artist, say, bro, what were you painting when everyone else was painting? No one can just. I mean, I don't even put floor. You know, people put dust sheets down and fill in the floor because of the fleck. I don't get that. I generally have got no flecks of paint on the floor, and it's because it's the way you roll it. You get the most bulk of it out, and then you run it nice and thin. But the way you do it is you don't. It's so weird. Like you use enough pressure and force in that moment. Like a lot of people go up and then down and up, where I kind of go with it because it keeps it. I think by doing that, you kind of flick it down as well as rolling it down. So it kind of has that double. Yeah, it just fucks it. I've never ever needed to put that shit down. So it's really not doing too good today. It's really not. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good morning. I realised I need to announce it live. To be honest, bro, it's all good, man. I don't. If you say something we were talking about, maybe, but because a lot of people just come through and say hi, maybe say a few words, and then they're kind of done. And I try to remember. I'm trying to start to remember people because I also like to be non-biased. So sometimes I'll read a comment and answer it without actually. And be honest, I don't know who said it. That sounds really dumb. But when you realise you might have like, I don't know. I just want to get to it. It's not like bias. It's just like there might be a name that is a little bit like I might not agree with for using it, but they might be a nice person. This is freedom of speech. This is kind of what I agree with, right? So I can't sit there and be like, well, you're like just automatically have a nasty. Like everybody is the same from the get go to me. You know, you have your fresh, like a fresh slate, a fresh slate. Well, I said it like that, but yeah. Yeah, facts. I mean, seriously, like that's why I'm like, I don't want to get paint on this table. But as I'm only painting like really just, well, I was going to do the whole board to be fair. And just a nice little light and white. I'm getting on good. I'm getting on good, bro. The going is good. How are you? Shit, brain. What have I done to my brain? Is this age or is this just mushy brain? It's amazing, but medical property don't do anything to the brain, bro. I'm joking. It kind of could do, I guess. But that's, I guess. I mean, it can fry your brain a little bit. Doesn't mean it wouldn't come back down to earth, maybe, but. so hungry. There's nothing to eat right now. Because if I eat right now, I don't know. I don't like eating in the mornings. It's really kind of uncomfortable. I need to start eating in the mornings. I know, get the metabolism going. I'm really weird. I know everyone knows that. Everyone knows I'm weird. I'm really weirded out by the fact it's telling me about an EU limit that is safe for this product. I'm like, okay, so what? Am I allowed to put a certain amount on, but then that's too much? And what? How much? It's like over the limit in this pot. Should I not really be holding this pot too much? Like, should I drink it? And also, I'm not gonna fucking drink it. I'm not buying it. Bottoms up. Don't. Impulsive thoughts win. They really do. Let's check out this bad boy. It's a bit big in it, but this thing is a C. That does make sense, to be fair, probably. It's like, so your brain just stops overthinking. It just mushifies your brain for a second. It's like, and here you go. Now you can't think about anything. But then you continue to try and think about it. Your brain's like, honestly, I'm trying to give you a fucking break here. Stop. Just stop thinking. Just shut up. How about certain things anyway? Right. Oh no, Elton, what have you done? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I can't listen to any artists anymore because I'm like, who's done what, where, and when? No wonder content creators are getting more liked these days now, because I mean, I'm not going to watch it. I feel generally I can't watch. There's some people I know that I'm like, you've definitely done something. I don't know what you've done. I used to love Leonardo DiCaprio, but now I just think he's a weirdo that likes women that are way too young for him. I mean, way too young for you, bro. I think there's like a limit of like 10 years, and then it starts to get a little weirder. Then it starts to get quite weird, and then it's like, bro, you were 30 when she was a baby. That's not cool. Like, really not cool. How do I use it? What, this one? Paint it on, bro. That's what I mean. This is very hands-on job. Some things, you know, you could spray it, I guess, mix it with you could technically put it into a what are they called, bro? Air gun. That's it. Yeah. I find it funny it's got an air gun, but it's like, you know, paintbrush air gun. That one. That long thing you were holding, bro. What long thing was I holding? This. Skizzers. Oh, the skateboard. Oh, the hammer. Well, there's a few ways you can use this thing. Usually, it's for. No, I'm joking. I can't say that. I need to do my own live streaming platform. I do. I really do. It will be like 18 plus. You'll have to. I'm afraid, like the way it will, I can't have the 18 plus thing with the government. Some people having to give their ID in for the government way. It's funny because if anyone, it's annoying. If anybody wants a job in the UK, you have to get a digital ID, right? I don't have to enforce that as an employer. Not yet, anyway. But that's why I could then be like, okay, cool. I live in a country where I don't have to enforce that rule until they crack down everywhere. But then you've got to really figure out which is the least dictatory state, really, in county, country, whatever. I have no idea. I mean, probably like the Falklands, bro, with the penguins and shit. But yeah, it's a good tool. No, I can't say it. For nails. I'm nervous to paint it. You notice that, right? I'm delay. Let's do it. Get some newspaper of some kind. That is a birth certificate. Is this my Welsh one? Oh, damn you. I want it to be Welsh, because he... Wait. How much skateboards in your room? Oh, man. You don't want to know. Well, there is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 boards I can currently see. Yeah, sort of. And there are these 2. There's the one that's going to be printed on. There's the one that needs another coating. So there's 5, 6 there. 7. 8. 9. So yeah, I like skateboards. I used to have a whole cupboard full of broken boards and shit. Oh, those were the days. As soon as a board broke, I just went. If it's either broke, because I broke quite a few doing like lip side stuff. Like, I don't know how people would say, oh, I never broke a board. And I'm like, I just feel like people never skated really hard enough then. Because your full body weight, and if you're doing some skate, like, if you ever watch somebody slow down on like freestyle, sort of, not freestyle, but like transition, street skating, the way you move is very weird. Like, sometimes the way you do like a manual off a curb, you'll end up. So if I do a nose manual off a curb, and I just want to stay in the nose manual, because of how you go off the curb, sometimes you end up going 1 foot for a second before the board dips down a little bit and catches your foot. So you look like you're doing 1 foot. If you slow everything down, so things move. My point is very weird. You think very solid and uniform, but you're actually very light and airy on the board and swishy. You've got to be. If you're very boxy on it, the board will not move. I'll give a good example of that, but it's just generally just being able to, like, I can do one of those light reverts, but like the board pretty much just spins really, like, because you just try and lift your full body off of the board and spin, and because there's no weight on the board, you're using still the grip and the pockets. So this side you can proper get like a 360 revert, or that's how I would do power slides, because when you go to a power slide, people try and do a revert and then end up doing a full body turn and then stopping. So to do a power slide, you only want to literally tweak it the smallest bit to onset that power slide, and then it falls into it a little bit because the wheels roll a certain way. Like, they still roll. The wheels not like this, but the wheels typically still roll when you go into a power slide for the last few seconds, and you can utilise that wheel moving to get into it. So a lot of people just actually go straight into an immediate stop. You just want to like light, so and also like push your legs out in front of you like that almost. And that's being light on your board. It's like, if I was going down a hill and I was trying to power stop, I literally kind of do that. You throw your shoulders into it, and if you fall out, it's not too bad then, because you kind of fall backwards rather than forwards. I see people trying to being right over their board. I try and get what I mean. It's like snowboard. I want to go snowboarding so badly. I'm really good at snowboarding. Like, really, really, really good. I'd arguably say that's one thing that I'm probably better at than skateboarding these days still, because the flip tricks are what make a skater. Like, air quotations notes that. Do I ever think? That's a good question. Probably not. It's called avoiding, right? It's a brilliant strategy. The moment I think it's dangerous, bro. Don't want that. Like, spots. Bro, I have actually made quite a few obstacles. Regardless of being on a live a lot as well, I do also do a lot of work. So this one with a quarter pipe, metal, ignore the stickers on it. That one, little bench, 3D printed ski lifting thingy. What else have I got, bro? Little planters. I don't even know. I think I made a few other bits. Oh yeah, that one over there, that's like a little street spot. But it's shit on there right now, as you can see. I didn't mean to snap. Sometimes I do, because you've got Mac, you just get people give you shit. It's quite funny, bro. Why is this not opening? I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, that looks a really good idea, to be fair. I think I know what you're on about. I've seen someone snow skateboarding when I skate. They also use rubber grip tape. because if you use normal grip tape, it turns like a sheet of ice. I posted a video last year trying to skip, and just slipped straight off. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I do need to order a mic. I don't know if that's slightly better, like slightly, but unfortunately, there's not much I can do. I'm already like at shouting level, pretty much, and it changes the pitch of my voice. So I don't like that too much, but yeah, sorry about that. Ooh. 10 times better. Damn. Okay, good. Well, I lift it up from now on then. Try and get a switch flip. Right, I messed up on an order, so I sent a, oh fuck, where did I put it? I think it's this one here. So, I was meant to send my customer, someone who won a beanie, a pack of wax, a fingerboard. I said, I'm going to do a giveaway every time we hit like every time I hit a K on here, and we're already hit 300 more than we were like, it's like 1,300. It is growing quick. I mean, when we hit a K, we done it. So what, another 700 and we're there. I reckon we could done within like a month, maybe even less. Who knows? It's all good, bro. But yeah, so I sent him one of these boards, and which one was the pair with that? I believe I sent him. Shit, what fruit did I do now? I can't remember. But it's fruit blending fruit, right? It's just funny. It's quite dark humor, but I was meant to send him this board. It's got nice like coloured ply as well. So he's actually going to be getting another board sent out to him. And I know it's like you don't need to do that, but he has actually bought the most amount of boards. He's been, it's my error. And like realistically, when I promised him 2 other boards beforehand, and then well not promised, but still I do them. Then there was a spillage, and then I said I'd send him another one, and then I accidentally sent him the wrong one. I fucked up like 3 times there. So that's on me, and he's been so understanding. He still said thank you. He didn't even question it for why it was the wrong board. So I'm like, this guy is so respectful. But other people aren't so respectful. Let's be real. So that's why I'm like, okay, mini on the cycle fingerboards. So I'd love to do that, bro. I would. Obviously, I have a lot of fingerboards, but I don't want to. It feels so destructive to tear them all down. It's hours and like I feel like I don't mind using other companies that don't even put their boards in and off for like 6 hours, but mine going there for 24. So there's a lot in my head. That's mentally like so much time. At one point, it was like it's like 2 years every single day, right? Rotation. That's how I kept it going. Didn't really do anything. I've done some live streams on another platform, but there's another skate company in the UK, and he owns a skate shop who literally messed me about for the longest time. Anything I posted, he tried to post the same thing. So like I'd fingerboard, he'd fingerboard. I'd skate, I'd do a fingerboard and skateboarding video, he'd do the same thing. I was making beanies and stuff. He then went to make beanies. It was really weird because he already has an established skate shop. I'm not going to say who it is because it's not mine. I literally messaged him 8 times. And it was from one summer to the next. I mean, it's only 3 years in the business. So the first summer of the business I started, he was like, "Yeah, I'll work for you. That's great. I need a new artist." Literally a whole summer later, I'm like, "Bro, I've messaged you 8 times now. I'm moving on. I keep my promises, but at the same time, this is getting ridiculous. I am going to move on with my life and get on with the project." And he got so shitty and said, "Oh, well, then what happens when you mess other companies over?" Clearly not much, because I mean, one, I haven't messed him over, and 2, so I would grow, but unfortunately, people need to have either been on it for quite a long time, which I think is fair. And I don't mean just on one life. Bakery obstacles, so I didn't see that part. But yeah, as I say, got metal coping. They're very, very durable. Got a nice pop to them, I guess, in a sense of like, you don't want something to absorb your pop. You want something to actually retain it, so when you do pop, it feels crisp. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like rebound on the fingerboard wheel. Anyway, let's get to painting. Let's do it. I'm nervous, but let's do it. Because then what's going over is probably a clear coat, not even maybe, almost definitely. Let's get a. Right, so I need newspaper, but I don't have any. I don't need none of that shit. I don't. I'm terrible. I really am not bad. So people think I'm going to that. Sorry, today's been a bit better. Because recently I've had idiots. I'm sorry, I have. And I'll say it as it is, just engagement's been awful. I guess if you give out what you get, do you know what I mean? To them, you get what you give out. I don't know, like the input. So I was going to airbrush it on, but unfortunately I'm going to be painting on, which is like freaking me out even more. Because obviously airbrushing's a whole lot easier and a lot quicker. But I mean, what's the rush? You know, we're just chilling. I also, truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have an airbrush. The amount of tools I would need, I will buy one. They're only like 20 to 80 quid, like not too bad. So the tools you need, like back to, I'm like, right, who can afford this stuff? I'm sorry, Mr. Richie Rich out there. Sorry, no, I'm not saying anyone here is rich, but yeah. Oh, the motherfucker. Well, I'm on board where I am. I don't think I will order before. Granted, I think it's going to do really well for itself, but I do think, if anything, I was more worried about seeing that price tag, how much you could make. Some of that changes people, and I don't want that to happen. So as soon as I even go, I generally am starting charity work as soon as possible, to a point where I might already start the donation, so it won't people have to donate anymore. Then already it's like, so when people order something on my website, I might have a proceed that goes into a pot that's going to be for starting the charity that I want to do, which is going to be for people with addiction, trauma, like a whole array of things, right? And I also would love to do it as a case of like therapy. Oh, it's not going to be enough, is it? Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I didn't think about that. I'll tell you what, we'll try. We're going to try it, because I'm a little bit like, let's just send it, you know what I mean? I'm a good painter. You'd be surprised, right? I am. Ish. Here goes nothing. Right. Oh, man. I was going to do just the outline of it, you know, rather than the actual of it, but then there's no real way to gauge the depth. There is. I could draw a faint line, or I could use masking tape again, but that is a ball ache, and I really can't be bothered with that. So I'm gonna just maybe a brush head in. That might be quite a nice width apart, and it's white on white, and it goes green. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna come out too wrong. So I'm gonna do a little tester patch here first. Wipe off. Here goes nothing. As soon as she said, "I found this at the shop," I was like, "Yes, please. I've got to get you some." I'm like a kid when it comes to blowing the dark shit. I'm like a little bit. I love it. Why are you such a dick? Oh, we've made progress. What the fuck? Oh, okay, she's gonna say it. I'm gonna shut that door. Ventilate your area when you work like this, okay? Don't know what's in that. Me, I'm edgy. I'm risky. I take a lot. And then I get lung disease for 4 years. No, I'm serious. I'm going to open a window. I've done too many chemicals throughout my whole life and art and stuff. I never took it seriously until I started to get breathing issues. And I'm like, that's what they were on about then, okay? My bad. What was I doing? Painting. Space. Mental and physical space right now. What was that? Try to get any hairs out, okay, if there is any like loose ones in a brush. Some people do that with it. It actually triggers me. Like yesterday I didn't wash the rollers, which I would normally wash them, then let them dry. Right, oh, I didn't even shake it, that's the thing. I need to give it a little stir really, because probably the most annoying part about paint. Oh, that is very thick. Oh my lordy dordy, what is that? Try and do it so you don't get any bubbles in your paint as well. Like, that is a very off-putting consistency and texture. It literally looks like that Jackass video with Steve Irwin the horse. Fucking grim. I feel like I should have probably shaken the fucking whole thing. That would have been so much easier. I didn't realise it was this separated. 1 second. This is what I mean by I don't like that. It's like having the stir. This is why I wanted a thinner stir that was plastic that I could kind of wipe off. Then anything that's like, I've used a stick before, like a wooden like ladles or something like that. It just absorbs some paint because it's wood. It's just an inconvenience. Where this is plastic, like boom, no issues. Lid back on. Another shake. Well, a shake, not another shake. So I don't even Funkin gave it one. Get down on the ground, right? And then you get up, and then it takes like 10 seconds quicker, like longer than it used to take. Do notice it after a while when it gets worse. I know it's because I've had injuries. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I make a joke saying it's age. You do feel it more in your 20s for sure. Everyone feels like you're young. They always say that until you hit an age where you're actually old and like, yeah, you're old now. Sorry. Where was my fucking middle ground? Where was I young? Where was I middle-aged? You just carried on telling me I was young, but then I didn't live my life, and now I'm here and I'm old. Thank you. I feel like I don't blame other people for it. Like, it's your fault I didn't live my life when it realistically, it's kind of just told. Like, I think it's just think about school, college, jobs, work. You don't have any time to do anything you want yourself. Focus on yourself. Become the person you want to become. That's better. Is it? What the fuck? Why is it doing that at the bottom? What is this? That's better. It actually works. The hand whisk. It's a really satisfying noise. One second, so I read that. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, unfortunately, that's work. It's either overwork or not enough work in life. There's no ever seems to be a middle ground. So like, you do 100. I'll be real with people. Like people in America, I feel really bad for like tip-based job. Like if you go work a whole day and no one pays tips, what the fuck? I would literally never work again. That's it. I'm a benefits bum. You've got me. I'm done. I'm chilling for the rest of my life. That's it. What is that? No, the manager's making millions, and he wouldn't be able to run the business if he didn't have the waiters to serve. Like, what is that shit? That is absolute fraud. In this country, you get paid, and you don't have to worry about a tip. Not to like rub it in people's faces. You maybe minimum, but then you end up doing like 100 where you do the same thing. You do like 100, like you do mopping, cleaning, sweeping, wiping down the sides, getting rid of a bit. But honestly, yeah, I'm good. That's really bad. How do you even live? I mean, what, like, they expect you to come, but I haven't been paid any tips or any money. It's like, well, you know, you've got work to, you've got shift, but I haven't eaten for like 4 days. I'm about to, like, how does that even work? That is a cruel ass system. A broken system, nonetheless, bro. And then, like, deductions from, like, you've got to pay a certain amount before they take off health, like, you know, this is, so you've got to actually pay, like, what, 5K or whatever it is before then you're allowed deductions, which I'm like, why can't deductions be at the beginning? It might be some places I don't know, but I'm like, it's just warped, bro. That's so fucked up. So unfair. So my hair gets in like absolutely everything. Thank you, bro. It is shit in it. So I'll tell you what, the first deck is actually really good. And then this for a second deck, even better. That's fair enough, I do understand, it's gotta be fair, yeah. Fucking evil system, man, really is. Actually, as well, that could blend in quite well. Gotta try and hold back the concentration tongue. Really do. You know, the thing is obviously that I have sprayed the board, so it's now technically trying to paint onto a lacquered surface, which I'm like, I don't know why that's going to hold up. If it dries okay and it is thin enough, then I should be able to then give it another coating over it with like nice thin coat. I would love to see music in the background, but I'll be honest with you, I'm quite impressed that people stay just because of my voice. I mean, I don't need, you know what I mean? Because an argument about what are people staying for? Like, shit, that's just got to be boring, bro. Fair play. It's funny because I self-analyze like that. I was like, would I watch me? Hell no. I'm off. So thank you guys, honestly. Like I said, view time even helps, really. I'm not part of the Creative Fund. I could be. I have enough view time and followers. It just feels like a lot more pressure right now to then focus on ads and whatever you've got to do on there, because there are like certain requirements. It just feels easy to just go at my own pace. Right. I have overstepped this closing deadline, but I'm just going to see what it looks like. Roughly try and get wait, let's see, a nollie flip. Yeah, 2 seconds, bro. Let me just get the main bit of the board done. Thing is, I'm wondering if it even is lightly painted over the graphic, would it glow still? But you can still see through it because it's a white but very light, white and light. Let me baste it quick. Painting is probably my least favorite form of art in the sense of it's very difficult to get. I mean, people that can draw realistic with a paintbrush, I'm like, what it? How? Fair play. It's fucking incredible. It really is. I mean, I can't do that. I think it's just where it blows out a little bit. Like, even when you're trying to do it with, like, finite. main thing is working out them layer lines as well. I actually can't see shit right now. There you go. No. You want me to nollie flip on a skateboard, bro? That's not. I can nollie. If you want to see a nollie flip on a skateboard, actually, you'll go back onto one of my recent videos on a skateboard. Well, maybe 5 videos back. Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's a real pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Like, I'm so much better with a pencil. Pencil and a rubber is my favourite way to draw. So you can always go over those little mistakes. Shit. Oh well. And yeah, there you go. So it's gonna take about 2 hours for the next coating, which is like quite a long time, to be honest. For paint, even at a thin coat layer, I feel like normally they're like touch dry in 30 minutes. Fully cured, granted, but for another layer to wait 2 hours is kind of wild. Even clear coat's 20 minutes. So I have no idea why this is. The thing is, it says white, but it's coming out very translucent. You're not going to complain, so it might help with some. It's very therapeutic. Would you? No, I don't think anything's. I don't think anything's gay. Other than not in an insulting way. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anything's gay other than a gay person who's actually gay. That's the meaning of gay. Like, but not in an offensive way. I don't think. I always feel that insult is sort of dumb. Really, they don't make sense. It's like telling myself that you're white. So well, you know. If anything, it's saying it's a bit more cooler and got a bit more. I think you know how you got marches. Gay people are so proud. You know, it's brilliant. When do you ever see a white person go, I'm straight down proud? Like never. They're just miserable in a way. Well, it says that Brighton is gay capital of Europe, I think. I lived there for a bit and it was the party life. It really was. And women would actually go into clubs because they felt safer knowing there were, you know, non-heterosexual men in the clubs, which is just another bonus. It's even funny when they realise that you're in there for the vibes too and you're not gay either. So, yeah, it's just chilling. Good time. Yeah. Drinking, all those days are over. I don't want to party anymore. I generally just want to like work, have like big get-togethers, and I want to do like skate meets. So it'd be like, I guarantee you, at the point, Dan Webb's skated from UK through something that's like 100. There's like just easily 400-500 people. I feel like I could probably get to the same thing if we push hard enough. I'd be doing loads of giveaways. I'd also do meet and greet, which would probably be like a meet and skate session. Also, do you know what I mean? Just chilling with people. Yeah, true. I mean, as I say, like for me, painting would not have been a way I was going to work with the boards. But I also think it's good to have multiple avenues where you can do things and to get practice. So it's good training for yourself as well, for sure. It's me again. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I wish I could work with something else other than wood for skateboards, but I mean, nothing really works better than wood for a skateboard. Can't kind of perfect what's already been perfected, I think. Blend it in a bit more. Oh, I just blended it way too far out the board. Now what am I doing? Well, oh well. I guess we can see how it looks. And then I guess maybe give the whole board a white coating so the whole board kind of glows. This is that board that's just like, you know, trial and error. You can try things on it. So yeah, it's fucking brush, man. What annoys me about people is they don't realise how thin paint spreads out. They waste so much paint. I'm like, bro, like you know, when you're rolling on the wall, for example, your roller can go for a while, mixing, like mashing that in, you know what I mean, blending it. I just say hello again, didn't I? I have no idea. But yeah, it's me. This is me you're looking for. Probably not. Right, I set this set, cure, whatever. I make another depressingly black coffee, right? It is. I actually am really missing the nice coffee. Because it's like a coffee is enjoyable, not just a kick in the pants to wake yourself up, right? How was your day? Right, it's just the start of my day, bro. It is the start of mine. Which is it's quite sweet really. Whole day full of activities. I'm doing I haven't got shit planned today. Other than maybe print the board again. I'm not sure. Might go give the other board another coating. That's 6, 700. Eating coffee all the time. Coffee's king, bro. It really is. To a degree. I may have an actual glass of water as well. Right, I'll let this cure. Just take it with me. I have to stop. Do you mean you have to stop? I'm confused. Sorry. Coffee's like very moreish, can't it? I mean, if I have it, not even moreish. If I don't drink coffee, since my brain doesn't function fully. But I have ADHD too, so if I take ADHD meds and a booster, enough of a kick in the pants wakes me up. It really does. Oh, I chipped out something earlier, so I'm going to go re-roll that. So I swear my hair some days looks so much longer than it does others, obviously because it curls up so much. I know that's random, but as I say, it's so weird. I look at myself and I'm like, my hair doesn't feel as long as it has done other days, but it really does. I'm just going to stop drying it, like, you know, I'm going to I'm going to naturally let it dry. That's what I was trying to fucking say. Damn it, my brain. It's annoying because your brain, you're aware of your brain being stupid, which is almost quite funny. It's like laughable. It's like, why won't my brain? Why won't you work? You like talk. You like ask yourself it. Like that logically makes sense. God, I love it, man. But yeah, I was gonna say about challenging yourself with new materials. I think I don't know. There's like a lot of perks to exploring anything in the artistic realm. I mean, quite literally anything like woodwork, stonemasonry. Because if you have a compiled collective knowledge of these skills, that's the ideal one. Like, I can do stonemasonry very well. It's quite shocking. I was going to do like church bit, like, you know, replace church pieces and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'll get my mum, my adopted mum, that is, to. I feel like I need to say that because it confuses people. To find a picture of Stewie from Family Guy, and also the flower I did. I also done like bowls of like, you know, with a lathe or a ladle, and a lathe on a. What was it called? And that like clips on, it spins, and you like. Something. It is a lathe, isn't it? It is a lathe. I swear that's a lathe. No, is it a spindle? No, I don't know. I know what it is. But yeah, I don't even know the name for some things, but you know how to do something, which is, you know, probably better. It's like I'd rather know how to do a kickflip than just know the name of a kickflip. You know, it's like when I was younger, I was trying to. Oh, silence message. Oh, I don't know what. does. I think my brain needs more oxygen. No saying that. I don't know if that's what. It's too dopey. It's too damn dopey all the time. Oh, it's probably why I feel a bit like imposter syndrome, bro. Like people like you big bro. I'm like, maybe. I mean, I could work really, really hard if I wasn't actually applied. I know this. I really, really know this. Like it does dull your work. It does. I don't care what anybody says. People go, "Oh no, it's really good for you," and I'm like, "Well, it tastes nice." Okay, there we go. Wait, what? I. Are you trying to say that's the secret impossible or the secretary impossible? Bro, I can't. I'm a little reader and I'm good at writing. I know how to spell. Like I'm not trying to mock anybody because I'm really not shit at maths. I'm just good at English and literature. I am kind of scarily good. I'm self-taught when it comes to reading. Like, I didn't go to school until I was about 8, and then I was there for about a year, not even that. And now I got adopted, and then I spent about 3 years not going to school again after 8. So I got like 11, and then after that, everyone knows their ABCs and the numbers and their colours, and I'm like, I know how to speak because I've watched people speak. I don't know how to spell anything. So I had like TAs and shit like that. But I'm not being held back. I cannot. So I excelled really fast. So it also shows me that you can learn in a short period of time. You don't need to do all that shit like go to school from 4 years old like you do here. Like, what's that do? I'm the one. I'm not to mock it. I'm saying I'm the one that has a business. But there are people that have, spent their life longer in a school, right, than I have. I spent a lot of it around bad influence, a lot of crap shit, and I don't know, had more of a positive spin, if anything. It made me like feel like I can overcome those things, or everything's within your power, is controllable, and like I don't know, just to be a decent human being. Like so many people aren't, unfortunately. A scary number. Because I'm that person flip, like I generally would easily, without any remorse, if it was innocent people and a bad person, boom, bad person gone. Don't like whatever means, wouldn't feel bad about it because that's just me, and I think that's not a bad thing, you know. So if it was, if I find it funny, because all religious things, like well, technically, then it's like turn the other cheek. It's got to be. I don't agree with that to a degree, but I do feel like we're out self-defense. I do agree. Like you're made how you are. It wouldn't make sense if it's like you're made in God's image. I don't agree with that for a second. Then why the fuck am I so angry all the time? It's the way life's intended, isn't it? It's like your own personal battle with it. And I don't know, sadness, whatever like emotion you struggle to overcome the most seems to like for me it was always abandonment when I was homeless. So it's like this weird thing. It's like getting money to deal with it, life lessons almost. Well, you can drink anything if you want to. There is actually, if you compress oxygen enough, it turns into a liquid. But we wasn't talking about oxygen. I was talking about waking up in the morning. I do need more oxygen where I live high up, so that's probably what it is. It's the atmosphere is like fucking breaking through the clouds up here. Like there is less. What no makes sense to me is heat rises, right? Why the fuck is it cold on the top of a mountain then? What is that shit? What do the laws of physics just break on the mountaintop? That doesn't make any sense. Pardon me, that was grim. Better out than in. Facts. But I can't wait 2 hours for more to dry. Oh damn it. So I thought I was paint. Just from the cup. And I am officially. Sometimes I like to sit there and go, that's it, I quit and get a job. Right? Just to calm myself down. It's a really weird sort of bear with. I scroll down to click on like a web, move the thing away, and it's like your big chunky fingers clicked on this app. No, I didn't. I probably did do that. Right, I'm gonna go re-roll this thing. I'm getting pacey as shit. Oh, fucking hell, that's what I mean. No way would that take me so much effort to do that before. What's going on? That's it loud. unacceptable, bro. Honestly, I will not accept age like this. It can fuck off. I can feel it. I get up out of bed in the morning and I'm like, slowly but surely. Oh, do you know what? I really, really want to buy a holiday home. I do. I actually might have to buy a holiday home before I buy a fucking home. I'm serious. Pretty much, yeah. That is it. That is the be all and end all of it. Just a complete mental breakdown. Rebalancing yourself and then just throwing yourself off again like 20 minutes later or so. I mean, that's a minimum. Yesterday I was getting I actually really bad for my partner, right? Oh man, my anger's horrible. BP is like, you're an evil. You're not evil, mate. Don't want anyone else to think you're evil. My own opinion of myself sometimes is just anger is just unfounded, crazy anger. Or just agitation. I'm getting annoyed because, like, I don't know, a bit of hair went on the wall like 4 times and I've had to pick off. And I'm like, that's just a normal. Like, that's just, oh, everyone be like, so how bad is the anger? I'm like, well, it's landed me in jail. Let's just put it that way. It ain't great. I hope so. It has been getting better. One thing I noticed, the mental maturity is on a scary level, bro. The way I analyze things and break things down, I don't. I'm like, what the fuck? Like 3 years ago, I'd have just been like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It was very much like, oh, the best way to describe it. It was a can-do attitude. Now it's it's a can-do, and now it's a will-do. Like it's happening. You know what I mean? If I say I'll do something for my workers, it's a weird thing. But then it's like I break things out of my head that are just unrealistic. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's why that fear comes in as you get older. It's like rationalising things a little bit more. Like what's more reasonable? You weigh up the odds. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I don't like it though. Because you also get like a little bit more emotionally switched on, where before I was emotionally blank for quite a few years. I think as you get older, you kind of normal people get more miserable. I feel like I'm getting actually more emotionally understanding of people's shit than I ever was, which is quite nice to be fair. I'm not understanding of it, but try to have some sort of understanding at least. I can't stand it when someone goes, oh, I know how it feels. I'm like, do you really? Hello, welcome. What's good, bro? Or well, you could be a bro or a brosif. Brosif, I don't know, one of the two. Don't spam the chat, my guy. One more. I'm serious. I'm serious. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get put on a timeout. You get put on a timeout. I don't care. You seem to do it anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me. All the same. It's just rules I have to follow now on my channel, bro. You don't get banned. You just get timeout. Naughty step. It's good too, because I know obviously a little bit older than me, so hearing that. I know it's meant to get better with age, a little bit, you know what I mean? But then I did say hello. Unless it was a delayed response, then fair enough. But sorry, I did say hello. But as I'm saying, if it's I understand if people give me time to respond, then it's okay. If it's to do with the conversation, I mean, it feels controlling, but at the end of the day, this is the way I have to work now, just currently, okay? And things get better with time. Trust me, I'm like, that's just how it has to be. I mean, at the end of the day, like, the way I'm seeing my business growing, it's like, there could be like, I'm asked to come out for a business trip, because I mean, Hair and Skateboards was flown out to America to work there. I'm not expecting to be flown out to work with anybody necessarily, but I mean, there might be like a business trip. You best believe, bro. I'm like, yeah. I'm on the phone already, and they're gonna be like, right. So we just went. Yeah, I've already got my backpack. Bye. I see you later. Yeah, send me a ticket. I'm good. Like I generally, oh, I've got the confidence too as well. Like to step off of that plane, go anywhere, not know where the fuck I am, and just be like, okay, find a map. Life is about. This is why I'm happy I've been through what I've been through because it's exciting. You can see how excited I'm getting talking about it. So I generally think this is gonna happen, and when I not even just think, I know I'm working my ass off this point. I don't care. And I think it's a passion part behind it that people in the skaters see the most. When I watch a skate tip, I get ecstatic. Like, I start to get like almost feels like a bit of a shock inside of me. Mate, getting tired. So yeah, but losing people. I'm sorry to hear that fast. It's kind of shit, man. I mean, I've had to lose my fair share of people before I realised sometimes you got to be more grounded. Like I think people with BPD have it. I'm me personally anyway. I'm unrealistic perspective, or not perspective on people, but like I expected them to do either too much or like I forget. It's not their fault or anyone's fault or my fault. Like you kind of forget people are people, and that they have feelings or emotions and live in their life. And I think it makes you almost a nicer person to then ground yourself to remember that because normal people are already in that situation. They're grounded. They're already thinking about other people enough. So when you then step out of it, you're almost doing extra. You're going that extra mile, which I'm not saying you should get your credit for, because unfortunately, well, it's like being knocked down with mental health, right? People on baseline, they're okay. Like we got to work a bit more to get to that, you know. But who the fuck is neurodivergent? Neurotypical, whatever the hell it's called. I can't say what we used to call it at school. Damn. I find it funny because it's true, but I have that dark sense of humor, but at the same time, I'm like, there's no need to be an ass in life. That's the maturity part of me, bro. It's really took a hold. Oh, I used to be able to be so nasty to people. Not that I want to be nasty, but sometimes in life, you got to keep people on the like, on the other. I feel too much emotion these days, bro, as you get older as well. Whatever happens. Where did I put the wood? Okay, so that's how I was thinking about drying it. Facts. Absolute facts, right? I need to download Snapchat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bear with. See if I can do this. Oh, that's funny shit, man. That's funny shit. Wee. What was I doing? Ah, fuck. That's funny shit, man. What was I saying? I don't know. Some Snapchat photos are actually quite funny to be fair. Right. Oh, the pain. I literally warmed up so much yesterday. Well, there's grip tape coming today. I must say I'm quite excited about that. So I'll be able to. That is for a fingerball, by the way. Fucking hair, man. I'm going to cut it all off. No, I'm joking. I'm not. I'd never do that. I'd rather get blinded by my own hair and still have my hair. So it's because of the BPD, right? I need to be different. I think that's what it is. It's a very weird thing. It's an artist for you, in a nutshell. Right, what was I doing? What the fuck was I doing? Oh, the visions come to life. It's gorgeous out there. See what I mean? Mushy brain. I fucking can't remember what I was doing. I really did. Oh, man. You know what I need from this is a truth bit. As well as the support and pre-engagement, what pisses me off, and this is, right, people can take this how they like, I understand, But American engagement is almost double the amount of money. So you guys watch for. I'm not doing it for money, right? It's just a nice little bonus. No one has to pay me. It's like the system pays me for people watching me, which is, it's just great. And obviously ads and stuff when I do that. But that's a double win, bro. Honestly, the UK, yeah, I'm done with it. It's damn cold. It's miserable. Who wants to swap places? I will literally take somebody's place if they live in the States. You can have my British and shit. I mean, it's not that hard to get now anyway. But I mean, if you can have my passport with your full-on little trades. I want to go live in Quebec or something like that, or Canada, Alaska. Well, I know Canada, Quebec is simple. You know what I mean? I know it's the same thing, but it's so weird to me that it's like districts almost. And what confuses me is my neighbour, Canadian guy, right? He moved to the UK, and he even said like he didn't really need to do much or what. I'm like, how do you do that? Can you just move here? Why can't I move there? Like, what is this? Oh man, I could go snowing. I keep saying that, snowboarding. It's because I think skateboarding, and I just go skating. So I might go snowing. Oh, fucking English language, man. It's like that whole video where it's like pooch or poach, but it's like how you said it. So what would this spell? And he's like, no, and it's spelled differently. But even though it should be spelt the same way or sound the same way because it's spelled. Have I got to find that video, bro? I've got to find that video. I got it. Otherwise, people are gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. I think, unless people do. It's like poem and then tune. No, tone or tone. And it's just how things are with the B and the M and the M and the B and it's dumb as shit. Facts. Well, actually, I feel like I don't need to. I feel like people know what I'm talking about. It's an old video. It's like really old. It's like, I'd say the 90s or so. Maybe even earlier than that. Slightly. Maybe. Just. What could be like the 70s or 80s? Oh, crap. Oh, 100%. I don't think all of it. I was saying this yesterday, but I really don't think America's great. No offence, I do. But there's a reason why they say make America great again. I'm joking. Don't agree with that. I don't like him. Anyway, moving on. But bro shot himself in the foot. Not like we made America great again. Like, let's make it. That was your last slogan. Like last year, like 4 years, whatever. And you still haven't done it. And you're still trying to make it great. Quit. You failed. Do you know what I mean? I've already made fingerboarding and skateboarding more popular in the UK in a year. Like, let alone what are you trying to do? I mean, I'm seriously confused by that guy. I'll be honest with you, I didn't like Biden, but I also don't. I'm like, great, you guys have got great selection. It's like, there you go. Here's a wanker and here's a wanker. You have to choose one of these wankers. Right? That's what we get to. Seriously, you're right. I'd want to live in so many more places around the UK. Nearly every single town I could live in is gorgeous here. It really is. But I'd only want to live in like maybe West Virginia or some places in Texas, or I would want to live near a mountain-esque, like, so you can also have really nice weather, but then if you go high up enough, you could also snowball. That's kind of like the vibe I'd go for. And I feel like West Coast it's really weird to me. I know it's just because how the equator works, but you know how like in a line, you could technically go LA and then you could probably go to like Texas, like the way it is, but then we said Texas hot, LA, but then there are places in line with that are cold. Is that to the equator, or I have no idea. It throws me off. That's why I just want to move to like maybe Canada or somewhere. Just what the temperature is going to be. Sometimes it's not just like it fluctuates, and then you got tornado season. Like what? Fuck off. That's like God's punishment. I'm sorry. Why are you guys getting tornadoes? What is that shit? That's wild. Being like honestly, nothing but respect having to deal with that sort of shit. I mean, people over here complain about a little bit of rain. Yeah, then people have the whole roof ripped off. I mean, that is wild. I actually do think I would be shitting myself, to be honest with you. I think there's like people like Josh here are so fast, and I'm like,
it wouldn't matter in that moment. But I didn't experience anything like this. This is Mother Nature. Like, what am I gonna do? Fight me? Just chucked away like. Yeah, no. Wild, my guy. Wild. Like typhoons, hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. I mean, really, the UK is so unbelievably picturesque. It's not even. It feels like it's a piss take. Right, put it this way. And we're not even looking at this. Well, the healthcare was good before it was broken, but we'll go back. No animals to eat you. No animals to really bite you. No, nothing's fatal. Nothing. I mean, falling down the stairs is probably like one of the most dangerous ways to go. I mean, you could cross any field. You could sunbathe at any field, not worry about getting Lyme disease. Like you get Lyme disease, I guess, from a tick, but I mean, it's like the worst thing really there. It's not like a spider that's like gonna cause necrosis, or like a brown recluse, or I don't know. I don't like we have adders, but one person has perished in the UK in history, or something like in report. Is it one or like two? I don't know. That is crazy statistics. No sharks, but there's been a few. I think there's been like one or two. I mean, really, when I put it like that, I'm like, damn, this is like the best place on earth. I mean, you get a nice mixture of all the weathers. You don't get attacked by anything. The most dangerous thing in the UK is a roadman, right? It's the most dangerous thing. A kid who thinks he's hard, with and you just punch him in the face, and it's like, oh, he cries. I'm sorry, I should say that. But at the end of the day, someone should. I mean, somebody should. If a kid's got it doesn't matter. You're playing with toys like that, but it's not a toy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. I know Florida's wild. I mean, there's a reason why they're basing GTA off of, like, the next one is crazy. Fucking hell. Fair play, though, to anybody that's lived in a place where you have, like, I don't know, alligators walking into shops. What the fuck is that, bro? I'm sorry. That is just awesome. I love that. I love it. I think it's cool. I'd love a life like that. That's not boring. It actually gets me amped up. Like the UK, I see a woodpecker maybe, and I see like a cow in a field. Moo to you too. Like it's boring in that sense. It's almost so fun. It's boring, and then it's always greener on the other side. I think that's it. Right? It's not greener. I realise it's more dangerous, but I also think you also have the right to protect yourself in America. Where over here we don't. They're like, but there's nothing to protect yourself from. I'm like, well, that's wrong. There's plenty to protect yourself from. Where over there, you guys like fully aware that you've got like bear spray because you've got bear country. You know what I mean? You've got alligators and you've got. I mean, it's awesome. It's so cool. And even just the skating's better anyway. Just 100%. Skate parks are better. The weather's better most of the time. And then at least when it snows, like it properly snows, and it's not like wet sludgy shit like over here. Like no one's skating open. Oh, just shoot me when I'm down, brain. Really, damn it. Oh, Joe, I tell you what though, I actually, funny enough, I know people think I am going to be moving. I'm going to get a work visa. Like I actually am. That is It's like 100% of the plan. It's because I want to live like 50-50. Part in the UK, part in the States. I kind of don't want to live in America. I kind of would like live maybe like in Canada or something like that. Like it's way away, but the funny thing is, it's still a plane. It's still a flight, then, isn't it? I mean, it's less of a flight, granted. To be fair, granted, I know it's hot. I mean, the hottest place I've ever been was probably Africa, right? I went near West Coast. Fuck. Claremont was the hottest thing I have ever experienced, bro. I generally, even now, thinking about it is making me dehydrated. It felt like my skin was cracking. Like it was such a dry heat. It wasn't humid. It wasn't sticky. It was dry. Like Sahara. When people talk about dry Sahara, There's no other way to describe that. It's kind of really it. Africa's wild, bro. It's obviously kicking off now, though. Anyway, so I'm not going to be going to Africa again. But yeah, I've experienced like savage cats, like wildcats as well. I've seen them, and like high heats and alligators and stuff like that. So I've obviously been in Australia too. So it's not like I haven't experienced these things, but living there all together in these environments when you've got weather and like animals, I'm like, oh, that takes some real. I don't even know, man. It takes some real confidence in a way. I mean, obviously, people don't have an option. That's all they know. Fair play. Oh yeah, right. I'll be honest with you as well, that last year it was hotter than the Saharan desert here in the UK. There was a day I was actually hotter than the Saharan desert. And when you're in the UK, we don't have AC and we don't have any means of pools or like anything to like acclimatise you. There's literally nothing. There's no way to stay cool. It's just you burn and you melt and then you sweat and then you just keep going. It's just. The States. Wait, so I left on that second, so I'm confused. You saying that there are dumb Americans and there are smart Americans? I definitely agree with that. That's what I'm saying. It's dumb English is smart. I mean, really. Aren't you Jackie Denny brothers, sisters, brothers, boy, whatever he fucking says in Hot Fuzz, right? You don't even know what he said. That's how dumb people are. I mean, seriously, people here like. Don't people let you fool you and think it's dumb? We got a come like that. So stupid sometimes. Yeah. It's just made it sound smarter, but it definitely ain't smart. And it sounds, Anyway, yeah, I don't know if that's what you meant. What you meant, I'm dumb. Probably not, but you know what I mean. I am slightly dumb, but I'm real dumb. I'm not trying to say I think like. The thing is, I never would be like, oh, I can live in that either. I'm not. I want to, but I mean, I can't say I could. I mean, you would if you had to, but I mean, I've not lived it. Some of those people I don't like to be like, yeah, I could do that because you don't know. Like Florence, Australia was hot enough, but I was coming up to Christmas as well. A hot Christmas in Australia was just so weird. Obviously, I didn't spend Christmas there, but it was coming up to Christmas. Very weird feeling. Christmas. Actually, I get flipping copyright strikes for singing it because I get so good with that accent. So I did think I was Australian the other day, and I think that's when I try keep it up so much and practice it. Sometimes it comes through just slightly. But I mean, other than that, like occasionally, I mean, bro, have you ever met an Australian? They've got the best fucking accent ever. But yeah, so if you're going on about, I'm guessing you're saying America, there are definitely really. I can't say every American's done like this, just because the accent sounds like. I know it's not really hard at all that people think, but I think there's that idea that people down south sound like they're stupid. That's like then saying a farmer who's like combine harvester, like that guy's very smart. He knows how to, like plow his field and has to sow his seeds. I mean, guys need to know. Like, as an old man, he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for years. He's self-taught, self-trained. He knows how to keep his family afloat with his business. Like that isn't stupid. That is self-driven. Like, you know what I mean? That's learn. That's a smart man. That's not someone that's just sat there like rinsing for. Anyway. There are definitely some smarter people. Sometimes come through on your lives. Sometimes people fool you. They seem smart, or they seem, and then you have a normal conversation, and then boom, dumbest shit ever come out of their mouth.
It doesn't matter where you're from. It just happens all the time. That's good. That's a good point. You got to pick somewhere that really does. That's something I don't feel like I connect with anywhere though. I need to find my place. It sounds weird, but when you move around a lot, you don't, and I mean a lot, you really, really don't feel like, I feel like the whole earth is my home. I don't feel like I really belong anywhere. But the good thing is I don't really feel like I don't not belong anywhere either too. I feel like I could just rock up somewhere and it's like, within like a month or so, I would start to settle in quite well. Like, yes, I'm still a not native, you know, I'm still a foreigner or something, but I don't know why people can't accept that. I think that's quite a cool thing. Like, you wanted to go and see somebody's, you know, nation or travel. It takes a lot of confidence as well to actually leave your country of origin, go somewhere and live a completely new life. Like, you know, what I mean, I think anyway. So I don't love the UK, as I say. I will keep my British. Why do I keep on mixing the two fucking words together? British citizen. Go for a walk, I am. Why do people think like London is going to sound like that? I'm going to go for a walk, I am. What, governor? Right now, governor. That is literally flipping Oliver Twist shit. It's funny because I actually done that musical. Great. I just shot myself off already with that one. Right, yeah. Let's see how this paint's doing, holding up. I don't think it's going to be dry yet at all. It says 2 hours, so. It's dry. What the fuck? What do you mean 2 hours? That was 2 hours? That was the biggest. I mean, I guess I don't know if the coating was thick enough then. I guess I meant to maybe have a thicker coating on it. 2 hours. So I hope that was on camera because that'd be a funny thing to clip. Right, anyway. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the last message. I always think, have I read the last message? I would generally. I just want to try. I don't think I can settle down anywhere. As I say, I want to live life, see things, meet people. Go to like. I really, really want to go to. Like, I went to a. I was on a video. You know the Tony Robinson flipping right. I cannot. I don't understand when people suck up to people like that. Like, I respect the man, but he is selling the same idea that everybody kind of should have anyway. You know, like self-belief. Get up. I'm worth it. I'm powerful. I can do this. Right? You don't need to be told it. I mean, some people do. Granted, fair enough, right? But I think it's, to me, I just see that as that's slightly, in my opinion, I can't go with it. It's like you make millions and billions off of selling people this idea that they could all be rich, individual, successful business, and that's just not true. Not everybody can, because what is success really? It's what we formulate in our head. You know, success could just be, you know, having a little boat, going out, not actually owning a house, owning a bit of land, going off fishing, you know, living off the land. That could be success for you because you managed to just get out of the system. To me, I kind of wanted to, but I realised how expensive it is to get off of grid originally. You know what I mean? So if I ever do get off the grid, then there you go. I'm going to make a little cult. I'm joking, obviously. Oh my days. I feel like that's actually not funny to Americans because you guys really struggle with the cult issue. I have no idea why. Like, what the fuck, man? Have we not learned? And I say we as the white man. I'm not joking, but anyway, for people not learn, I understand it's a very religious country, but still, I mean, Jared Leto, isn't he in a cult? He's an actor. What do people think he's an next up Messiah or something? I mean, I don't understand that shit. How does that work? There is no way I am fooling Gary down the pub that I'm, you know, the son of God. Gary's just a random name. It's a point. You random British geezer fella. Right, you're a fella. You're geezer. It's not that some people sound like. It's probably why I have a bit of a deeper voice over it too. Anyway, I'm waffling now. I'm going to finish this one that chipped out.
I'm re-rolling it though because it's depressingly small otherwise because I chipped out too much of it. And it's one of those ones where you literally go light it, and then it's just where it has to burn to like lit. It's just gonna like lose like half of it. Like, that's kind of shit. Oh, my back. Ooh. So we're done for a minute, right? But hear me out. You know, skipping, obviously. Why is it so much quicker than walking anywhere? I actually really want to just skip places, but if it didn't look so like odd. I know that was really random. I didn't say hear me out. My brain is a very random thing. That's how my impulses work. They work on the most random questioning possible. I used to, as a kid, I was like, what would happen if a boulder fell on us? What would happen if this happened? You know, I was on a plane once. This is not funny at all. But it is now. I mean, it's not. It's not. Okay, depends your take on it. I was on the plane and I go into Madeira, island off of Portugal, of Portugal and Africa. And I'm on a plane and I go, we're going down, we're going. Look, it's not funny. It really isn't. I'm a kid, so I'm looking back now like, oh my days, that must have been so embarrassing. I don't know this kid. Who was this kid? You know what I mean? Shit, I really would have. I decided. Oh. Hey, which bit was I talking about? I believe I could do it. Sorry, I may seem like I'm judgy sometimes. I'm not. I'm just very passionate. And sometimes I feel like I explain things the wrong way because people the other day told me that I was sexist. I think they must have heard a joke wrong because I'm like the furthest. I think people. I know this is going to piss off some guys, but I'll well deal with it. Grab a tissue, whatever you got to do. I actually think women are the superior. I mean, bro, look what they have to go through. I'm sorry, bro. I always say to anybody. Why have I done that? Just done a kettle. Did I boil that already? Oh, fuck knows. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, other than the fact I've got BPD, which doesn't have the same emotional standpoint, guys have a 12-hour body clock, and women have like a monthly, which is unfathomable for a guy to even understand for like 1 minute, right? So why they even try? Like, I don't know. They live longer than men do. Typically, meaning like, I mean, I know your body's more evolved to like put up with the shit. I mean, why is a guy like younger when he also doesn't have to carry a baby? Like, what? That's incredible to me. I really do think that's incredible. Guys are insecure about that shit. Like, I don't want to be able to do certain things. So now there is about right? So you're plenty capable of doing whatever you do, as an individual. And this is a point I'd like to make. You're an individual person. It's nothing to do with your own gender. And that's why I like to be. Oh, that's a mission again. It's a mission piece. Love this coffee. I must mate. Come back. Chill out. 2000 people. It's funny because right, I seem autistic to a degree. I understand that. I'm not, believe it or not. Right? I know it's like wow, shock horror. It's nice autistic, but my condition is like on a very much like a parallel pathway with autism, being a sociopath. I mean, if people look it up, it is they're very similar, like understanding emotions and you know. But truth is the worst part about it. My siblings got autism, and I obviously I'm a sociopath. The similarities are there, but the only difference is that's why I got. I'm obviously always look after my own, 100% in a family, and this is what I mean. Like, I feel like I have to work my ass off to be able to provide. And not like it's even an issue. It's just that's the situation I'm in. Like, my adopted parents are older, they're gonna won't be around much. So they're like 60, 70. Like, my
adopted dad's got rheumatoid arthritis. He's not doing great. My adopted mum's like 60 something now. And at the end of the day, you get to a point where they're not going to look after him. He's like 20, he's got autism, so I'm gonna have to do it. No, that's fine. It's sort of love, bro. I would never say that. You know, I like to help people if I can. But yeah, have a little less tolerance for bullshit sometimes, to be honest. Hero now. Oh no, definitely. I agree with what you're saying. I don't think you're going to be autistic. There's no point of autistic. Not even in offence, but like, are you autistic? I understand the people thinking I'm autistic because it does seem like it very much sometimes. Then sometimes I'm like, I know I don't because I'm like, I'm too. I wouldn't be like that, like sitting there, like thinking like this in my face. Autistic people are very much straight emotion normally, anyway. From what I've witnessed from my brothers, oh yes, I'm gonna go have food now. I'm hungry. I'm like, oh okay. Love space, man, brilliant. But as I say, it's a more natural emotion that comes through, like lucidness that apparently doesn't always come with autism. Right? I don't know how to describe it. It's very robotic and boxy. But I think it's because you're always thinking about yourself now. You look where maybe I don't know. I don't have it. Respect for anybody that does. It's almost like it's so like naive in the sweetest way, possible. So naivety to a degree, to emotion. So it's amazing. It's really like quite sweet. Oh, I'm going to be digging these black coffees now because they're actually quite nice. Oh, I feel fancy. I actually feel healthier as well. That's actually fucking good one. I've been lied to my whole life. These are good. These are surprisingly tasty. No sugar, nothing. Like I'm trying to, oh, look at me, bro. I like lager and I like Guinness. So, is there anything more bitter than that? The funny thing is, though, it's a whole thing about like, it's a man who drinks, bro. Like the person who got me drinking Guinness was a girl. That's incredible. And I'm not saying it's incredible. It's just to shock some people's minds. You're like, what was it really like? No, you can do anything you want. Even I need to remove the bias from me because I recognise my own bias and try and remove them. So like I always when people always talk about girl skaters, I forget about them. I'm not being rude or mean or trying to be. It's because when I grew up, there pretty much wasn't any girl skaters at all. Like you really no, you didn't. You had like Baker, obviously like Harry and skateboard. Like every skateboard company, everything like that really is just male dominated. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm happy women are taking the course of like trying to skate. Some is it Sky Brown? So I'm starting to try and remember names, but incredible skaters, bro. And like there's like no. What I love about skating is there was when there were girl skaters, it didn't feel like, bro, is that a girl? Is that a girl? Like weirdness. Like I feel like if it was football, people were like, is that a girl playing football? Or like, oh, there's a girl on the team. They wouldn't be able to concentrate because they'd all be like gooning over it, right? Where skateboarders and skateboard girls are like way more like laid back, chill. They'll have a beanie on. Half the time they'll be punching you in your arm like, good one, bro. You know what I mean? It's just different sort of connection. I've seen a few like girls who like trying to like model and skate as well, and I'm like, well, I guess they so like typically probably jumping out of the skate community. I mean, look at me. I'm the opposite of a model in the sense of like I'm not trying to have a short back and sides, a good haircut. I am generally just being me, and that is a skater. And I think then that falls into. I mean, people. When I see a skater, I know a skater. I'm like, bro, you don't focus on anything else but your skating or your love of art or whatever that may be. Because I do see art, skating is an art form. Right? Oh, bro, damn, bros. Like honestly, I would love to go and out skate with you. Like this year, I am bringing back my skating like 100.
I'm literally gonna wait. What is it? I always find it funny. It's like, oh, they done a 360 degree. I know, like they switched up on you and they done 360 degrees. That means they would have turned around and then turned right back at you. It's actually 180. They took a 180 on that like deal or that business deal. It's like, why do people say 360? That means they like change their mind and then change their mind again. I mean, like, oh fuck it. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Doesn't make any sense. That just means people do say that, don't they? I'm like, it's a 180. So they took a 180 on that one. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, as I say, I want to go have a skate with a person I'm going to be sponsoring too, because they're fucking incredible, man. They really have skating unlike anything else I've seen in person. And I think this is a thing, like the UK. It's like UK, are you okay? If you just add the okay in there, it's like, you okay? That's how shit it is. I'm joking, I love it, I love it. I love to shit on it because it's funny, but it's not something with like negative energy, bro. So I just thought it's lovely, picturesque. Fields, cows, smell of cow shit. To be fair though, weirdly, not the smell of cow shit, but the countryside smells really nice. It's just like earthy. But the smell of petrol and shit, so you go to a city, you can smell it, it's all musky, you're breathing it in. That's also not why I never want to move to a city. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I was reading that message because I kind of got confused with last one. But yeah, they do overlap, so I get what you mean. I mean, I always thought there was a chance I could have autism, like a small chance, but at the same time, apparently I am too normal. I act too normal sometimes to have autism. But I'm like, then that is a spectrum. But I guess it's not really selective as such. So I do kind of get it. I don't think I do have it, but that'd be awesome. See, I would actually, if I could get a deal with Monster, then I'll be able to make, or like, you know, imagine that you got Red Bull, Red Bull skateboarding, and you get Monster skateboarders. That'd be pretty cool, to be fair, because it does sit on the back of a skater can. Fucking brain. It says on the back of a can. I swear it says skaters. It says something about skaters. It says skaters love them, and there was something on the back of Monster can. I remember that. It's what maybe originally always wanted Monster. Because I'm sat there as a skater, like I have no energy. It's so draining, bro. If anyone's ever skated, trying to just get your kickflips down, or then you know your warming up is actually like a full body workout. It's exhausting. That'd be pretty cool, though. That'd be really cool. To be fair, it's like a walking brand deal. Right. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying really rude, Ben. So you got a tattoo on you. It's like branded. Oh, my belly's going wild, man. But I really want a brand deal with somebody, man. Like, I'm so beating myself up about it. That's why I've been stressed. People notice the last few days, it's like, there's been moments where I've been so close to getting this deal with somebody. It makes you want to quit because you put in like so much. I'm not going to, don't worry. Like, I'm not a quitter at all. I really don't quit. But I mean, that one time, that's what I mean. That 8 years of stopping skating broke me. I don't consider it quitting because I've come back to skating. So I just stopped for a very long time, a ridiculously long time. Like my prime years of skating, really. That's odd, bro. It's like two Taras in the chat. How common is that name? I don't even know. Anyway. It mentioned everyone else. Wait, you're saying wait, it mess. You missed me. Wait, who's this? Not too rude, but I don't even. Can't really see any of the icons. So bloody small. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Wait. Besides it, so you're saying that it doesn't say anything. It says everything else but skaters, pretty much. What the fuck? Well, that's not one. I swear I've had a can that says skaters before. I'm gonna check this out one second. Is it Rockstar? I don't even know. Oh, I'll tell you what. Coffee goes free though. Damn. Go through. That's it, G. Whoa. Sorry, that's like. I can't say it, bro. That's like. So that was the chair, that's sweet. Metalheads, geeks, hipsters. That's what it said. Well, that's a piss take. What about me? What about us? What about the skaters? I guess you could say that is in the hipster, what they call it. Is that a hipster though? What is a hipster? It's like a hippie. And I am kind of like a hippie, but not all skateboarders are hippie. And actually, that's a good one. Like some skaters are hipster, like kind of hipster-esque, right? Where some of them aren't. Some of them are more like you got road man hipster, no road man skater, which I have seen, which is quite funny. It's like a guy wearing all black, 4 sets of fucking tracky bottoms, right? He's also got his, let's say his thing he shouldn't be carrying down his leg while he's doing an ollie. Like, do you really want to slice off anything down there? Maybe, like, smart move. And that's South Bank skating for you. Dude, London is something people don't even understand, right? I'll be real. Trigger warning. So, I kind of I don't like South Banks. I personally wouldn't. I've been attacked in London, obviously. But there was literally broad daylight attack with something, a Save Late article. Kid didn't make it. And like what? 10, 15 minutes later, because it wasn't actually on spotlight, so they've got the tape up, they've got the tent up to the side, but they couldn't close off it was still close enough out of the skate park where it was still open, and everyone just carried on skating. And people just think you get people aren't used to that sort of thing, like they are people losing best friends every day to this sort of thing. It's brutal. It really is. Because I mean, that crime came in more through Europe and the Middle East and stuff like that through because it's that ramped up the more immigration happened throughout the 90s and the 80s. As I said, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that as a byproduct of what happened. Crazy world, man. Crazy, crazy world. It's like drinking warm Coca-Cola. That's what it looks like, right? When you say you miss me, I honestly have no idea who that is. I know another Tara, which is a weird thing, right? I felt like you weren't that Tara, because it's a Tara that used to live with. Yeah, nah, definitely not. One thing I'd love to know to any American, right, is England like exotic almost? Well, not exotic, but like, does it feel foreign? Because it's weird. Because when you think of like, to me, I do think of America or Australia or anywhere else, right? Even if you just go to France, it's nice, you know what I mean? Like, so does it feel foreign? Does it feel different? So I'd love to know that. So looking back at UK one day, if I do move a bit, it'd be so interesting. But I've always wondered what it looked like to a foreigner from the UK. I'll be honest, do people really like Brits, or do they just act like they like Brits just so you can be like, a nice person? Because Brits hear so many things about like, oh, you only get a cold shoulder, especially from Germans, bro. Germans. I feel like Germans really don't like. They're on a bit of a tightrope with that friendship, a bit, to be honest with you. I'm kind of sad I've done that milking out, I'm not gonna lie. I think we made that discovery last time. So when I come back as well, I might actually print the design on the hoodie. And what else is it going to do? Spray the board, that's it. Spray the board, one more coating. I was tempted to do this one around the fingers, glow in the dark, just have like a lumen on that in there. I don't want it to not look clean. That's the only issue. You know what I mean? I don't want it to lose its like cleanliness. It's clean look. It's fresh look. be fair, I kind of like how popsicle shaped that is. Some boards I've had more recently have actually been a bit more square shaped, but this is quite popsicle-y. It's my baby. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that with my coffee anytime soon again. That was a big mistake. If anybody saw that video. So no funny because I posted because I said I'd done it on live and everyone, I don't think anyone believes I've done it, so I'm just going to post it. Now, why would I lie about that? That's what worries me about the world these days, is people think I worry about the smallest shit. Like, I understand when someone thinks you haven't made a board because it looks so good and maybe they think, this guy didn't make that. Fair enough. But they're actually disturbing things now, right? And people are questioning. And it actually really broke my heart, the poor thing. Like, where's it gone? Shit. Well, it's somewhere. Resting in fingerboard heaven. Right. Oh yeah, so I sat there like, what the fuck did I say? My brain, honestly. I need to allow the live to catch up until it's delayed by like a few seconds. Well, 2 seconds, I've got to respond to my Oh, not. Maybe no. Oh well, rip to the board. It is an ultimate rip. We salute you, fallen soldier. What the fuck? Did I use that board? I swear I didn't use this board, but hey. I'm going to peel it off because I could save the deck. Even though I super glued this bitch down, like, what? Unreal. Oh, maybe this is where I'm going to struggle with it a little bit. 140 miles. I like that because it's kilometers in it. That's quite. I don't know. I just find that funny. Not in a diggy way at all. I like. You know what I mean? Because obviously over here we the fact we go to effort to put the MPH, or the KPH, bro. The fact I couldn't think of how you say it. Then that's funny. It's not. It's actually kind of like I laugh things off that I really should maybe be a little bit worried about. Like my mental stuff. I'm like, okay, I really should know that. Like AM and PM, I forget every flipping time. I'm 25 and I don't know what PM is sometimes, bro. I'm now like AM's the morning, AM's the morning, AM's the morning, AM's the morning. I know, it's because it means like post meridian or some shit like that. I'm like, I don't know what that means, bro. If it just meant like after lunchtime, before lunchtime, I'd be like, okay, this is easy to work with. But no, they have to go and make it all confusing. I'm so excited this grip tape to arrive today, man. It's fresh, new, clean grip tape. And I'll be adding it to the store as well because it's stuff I actually sell. As I said, I wouldn't buy premium stuff and then sell shit stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, why would you do that? Sell what you would use. Sell what you know is a good quality item. Like this grip tape, obviously, it was the one on top. I use a shitty grip tape and then super glued an old grip tape that had no grip. No stick, but the grip to the top of it. Because today when it arrives, I will show people the difference in the grip tape. It is unbelievable. Like one's like just a foam mat essentially, right? Where one's actually got a grip to it. I don't even know how to describe the difference. Like one's grippy, one's not. There you go, described. It's shit. I don't do anything. Like this really holds its like. I mean, you can get some good height on this purely because the grip pulls up with it. If I was trying to do like a similar thing. Okay, it's pointless because there's no wheels or trucks and that there. Brain fart today, man, honestly. Oh. Wee. Why have a spinny chair if you're not going to spin on it at least once or twice a day, right? Have fun sometimes. so weird. I keep hearing like noises. Okay, I'll probably just. At what point do you tell me about schizophrenia? It's not obviously. I'm not mocking it. I mean, obviously, they just tell you that's what's going to happen if you keep having recall. I'm like, that's bullshit, bro. I've gone 10 years. Maybe some people, to be fair. Who knows? I can't hold off on this smoke anymore. I can't. So I checked out the one I was walking with this morning because I'm like, oh no, I'm just going to re-roll it, put it into a cigarette. I know that sounds really disgusting to some people. This is called survival. It's how expensive it is out. I mean, I know in the States, I know this because I've been to some places. I'm just not completely devoid of all knowledge. But I wasn't allowed into the dispensaries because you have to be 21, and I completely forget that shit. I know you got little small pots in there, like somebody got a little magnifying glass, check the terps, and then you got sometimes like an eighth for like $10. Or something like that. Maybe 12 now. I don't know. Things have gone up probably since then. This was like 2016, 27. Yeah, like actually no, it might be like 2018. I really don't know. Stay sober and you remember everything. That's also a good point. Right, little factoid. I'm like. Oh, anyway. I will be back literally in 10-15 minutes. Not even that. I mean, probably there's more the. Jesus help me. Oh, my brain is like actually like fucking mush, I swear. You gotta laugh because if you don't laugh, you cry. I'm so forgetful of things. I really am. Anyway. I appreciate everybody. I'll be back in a lot more level-headed in a sec. I need to start smoking like more. I mean cigarettes anyway, nicotine. Until I take out my system, or I'm letting it get too long between smokes. But it's how I quit. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's fine. I understand you have to like. So I yap too. It's hard not to yap back. Right, if someone's yapping, it's yap. I get it. I really do. It might just be the time. It goes up and down. It really depends. Really, really does depend. We'll see. I say we'll come back in like some people are just quiet and like want to just sit there and watch me. Do you know what I mean? Like some people, I like talk radio. That's generally what I feel like to some people. Fingerboard, talk radio, talk about skating, talk about anything. But I do understand that if I'm going to waffle, people are going to waffle, and you just start a whole. It's like a pandemic of just chatting absolute shit. But it's not shit. Like when we say that, I just mean waffling on. Right, just keep talking. Like with really no sense or rhyme or reason. Why not? That's what the phone. I feel like it's what internet was made for, bro. Like. And being shit to everything else. Yeah, I need this smoke. Right, anyway, peace. What the fuck was that? That was me trying to do a love. Peace and love. I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Give me the 15 just to be safe, because I mean, even if you do join in the 15, it gives me that minute to warm up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can always come back at 10 and we'll go. I'm doing something right now which is delaying the process of nicotine entering my body. You can see how difficult it actually is, right? Because my brain's like beating itself up, like quite physically draining. I would do off a live. I will start it off a live, but I'm trying to also show some people. So, I mean, there's some people that are trying to quit. Let's say broccoli part 2. I'm not trying to quit that. I just want to quit cigarettes, but they've messaged me and said, I don't think it's working for them. They said, how do you do it? I said, bro, you got to fight that shit, like, continuously. Tooth and nail, or whatever to say. It's just, don't let it win. Like, the moment you decide is when you decide, not when it decides, right? Take care of you. Yeah, I will do. Anyway, I'll be back 10 minutes, guys. I appreciate the support. It's a need that I wish I didn't have, of course. Anyway, yeah, peace. I'll catch you guys in 10 minutes. I appreciate the support, and yeah, I'll catch you all back here. Maybe.